it up for Ohio State.
You've waited all day for this.
He's going to take it to the house. 85 yards. Down the right side, going Devin Smith. Got it at the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown.
The one show that's nothing but the Buckeyes.
Oh, Graham Rucker for the touchdown. Graham shoots it high on the right for 3.
This is the Buckeye Show.
It is indeed the Buckeye Show. I am Tito. He is Tyvis. Bodie back there running things. Tyvis, how the hell are you, my friend? Wow.
Rookie mistake.
Good Lord.
Rookie mistake. Listen, I haven't been here in 2 days.
I know, it's really, you forget to hit the on
It's
button.
actually shocking to say that. I haven't been here in 2 days. I feel weird saying that. But anyways, I've been good. Yesterday, my wife did a nice gesture. My wife had, my wife teaches online school. Mm-hmm. And this week, all the teachers are coming back because they're getting like their assignments. Right. They're setting up their lesson plans and stuff like that. And they were meeting, the Marriott on campus, right on, by Canes, mm-hmm. by Roosters and stuff like that. They had like a meeting over there. So she was there yesterday from, I think, 10 to 2:30. And I was at home with the kids. Actually, it was 8 to 2:30, I believe. Anyways, I was at home with the kids, and my wife stopped at Barnes & Noble's, the one on High Street. Right. And she decided to do something nice. She decided to buy me these Lululemon sweatpants, and they're very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. Now, my only issue is, you know how much Lulu sweatpants with Ohio State's emblem on it costs?
I have no idea. If it's, first of all, I'll tell you, if it's more than $25, I'm not buying it. So I got to believe it's a lot more than that.
I must be, I must live under a rock. I really do.
You just live on a different level than most of us do.
No.
Because you guys are George and Wheezy. We're just the people that are just the peons. Yes.
Listen, one thing about Tyvis, I don't really shop a lot. Like, I don't do a lot of shopping at all. I shop once a year probably because it's not my thing, and
didn't drop no money today.
I'm sorry, that just played automatically.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, $150.
Okay, you're telling me your wife bought you a $150 pair of sweatpants.
I'm wearing them right now.
Okay,
I might not take them off. $150, I'm gonna wear them all week.
First of all, let's not take them off because we're in the studio right now and the YouTube thing is on. Secondly, $150 for a pair of damn sweatpants.
I'm wearing them all week, every day. Every day, I'm going to get $150 worth out of these pants.
Bodie, tell me how crazy it is that Tyvis spent $150 on sweat. That a POW family member spent $150 on a pair of damn sweatpants.
That is pretty steep. But you said the Ohio State logo's on it?
Yes, it is.
That's the thing, man. You slap on that red block O.
That's sick, though.
Or the, burnt orange, Longhorns, any of them. You throw that logo on there, and all of a sudden just
$150? Like, Lululemon is not
cheap normally.
Yeah. But I would say the pants had to be like, normally, I'd say it's probably like $90. Just for the logo, $60 more? Man, that's grand larceny.
Yeah, that's... So she got you 2 pair, you're telling me?
No, she got me 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're fanning yourself over there. You hot over there?
Look, this a little toasty.
I know why you wear sweatpants in here. You knew the heat was going to the air was off.
So that's the thing. I didn't know.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know until I was in the car headed over here already. And then I got the email from Fish that the air was off. So I was like, you know what? I need to lose weight. The diet starts. It don't start Monday today. It start Thursday now.
Got a big show lined up for you today. We have Beers and Buckeyes with Pat Murphy. That comes up at 6:33. Probably should have checked with Bodie to make sure that you confirm that. Bodie is confirmed, yes. Most important Buckeye this season, we'll talk about that. Obviously, the College Football Pulse. The NCAA thinks that you, the fan, are an idiot and is being wide receiver the best you to be, the best position unit. If you want to be like, well, now Ohio State's wide receiver Is that the best one, though? Is that the one you should strive to be? We are 16 days away from college football, 23 days away from Ohio State Akron, 4 years away from me being able to afford a pair of sweatpants like Tyvis's wife. But we're inching closer to this thing now, Tyvis, and we'll hear a lot from Ryan Day here throughout the show, but I wanted to play this one clip on the fact that he has not decided, Ryan Day has not decided on who the starting quarterback is, even though I think we have. Here's Ryan Day talking about this with Will Howard.
you're starting to see he and Devin get a little bit more lion's share of the reps with the ones. I will say that he's taken command of the huddle at the line of scrimmage. I think he's much more confident out there. No decisions have been made. We're gonna probably scrimmage a little bit on Saturday. By then we'll take an evaluation and kind of see where we're at. But both guys are getting reps with the ones. But I will say that Will really has taken some strides here in the last couple of practices, taking control of the offense, making plays on third down. Again, hasn't won the job, but we have seen some positive play there.
I'm looking at this YouTube right now. Tyvis, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've got some gray hair.
Gray?
I just noticed. I got a little gray hair.
You just figured that out?
Yeah, it just kind of snuck up on me.
What's funny is I got one in my mustache.
You did?
One hair of gray in my mustache.
Did it freak you out?
Nope. You know what? I want to rock the salt and pepper look.
You do?
I've been an old man all my life, so you got to embrace it. I'm about to shave my head soon, so yeah.
You're going to shave it?
I think so.
Are you?
Think so. I think I'm gonna go this season with. I had to decide because I'm gonna be on TV on the 31st.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
So I had to figure out if I wanted to do it. And I'm just thinking that maybe that's a little too soon. I don't want to just pop up with a bald head and be like.
You can do the LeBron thing, like put a little black shoe polish on top.
I got some topics. That's what I think I am gonna do. Yeah. I'm gonna just touch it up, just right. Just touch it up a little bit. They'll never know. I'm telling you, but you'll never know.
You'll never know. So that's what Ryan Day said about Will Howard and Devin Brown. Devin gets more work with the ones now than I think he was getting last weekend. But look, he's not announcing it, but Tyvis, we know it's Will Howard, right? I mean, he's not going to say it yet, but what the hell would have to happen for Will Howard to not be the starter?
An injury? That's
what I'm thinking too.
I think that, listen, the thing about this situation is I feel like Ryan Day is a very honest guy. I think he tries to be as transparent as possible. But I also think that them as a staff kind of owe it to Will to let him start it because he transferred here. He's taken his last year of eligibility. He's transferred here. And in the spring, if you didn't like him in the spring, you should have told him, hey, yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really see it. You're not that much better than Devin, so you might want to transfer again. Like that will be a conversation you're gonna have with somebody. The fact that you didn't have that conversation, I think you'd be doing him a disservice if you just said, all right, we're gonna play Devin and put him on the bench for his last year. Like that's pretty messed up for a guy that only got 1 year left of college football. So I kind of feel like at this point, like you got to let him roll out there. And on top of all of that, he's practicing well anyways. He's getting the chemistry down with guys. He's making some great throws. He's running the ball well. So it's like he's doing all the things that you want him to do. I think that the difference between spring and now is that he's more comfortable. He's more confident. He's got the chemistry with guys. He's taking command of the huddle. He understands, hey, I am going to be the quarterback at Ohio State, and he's acting like it. That's all the difference is from the spring to where he was filling things out to present day, is that he feels like, all right, this is my job now.
That's the thing that's fascinating to me, Tyvis, is, I think Ryan Day, I have no reason to believe he's not an honest person, all that, but you can't be completely honest as a head football coach.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't. It would do Ryan Day no good.
I know somebody.
Okay, but listen.
I know a guy.
Okay, it would do him no good to name the starting quarterback right now. I mean...
no, I told everybody these Saturday. After Saturday, I say not after Monday. About Monday-ish, he should name the starting
quarterback. Austin Ward picked the 14th for the day, which would be next Thursday, right? Next Wednesday.
Whatever.
That's what he thinks.
You got to see the scrimmage first. He's got to make it to the scrimmage because the scrimmage is your first mock game, as you will, where the coaches will be on the sideline. It's offense versus defense. It's play it and everything. If you can handle that against this defense and you're making plays against this defense, which is going to be probably one of the best in the country, then, you can do it against anybody. But we need to see you do that in a live game, quote-unquote, situation, and Saturday will be that test. So that's why, to me, I knew that they're not going to name really too much any starters until after Saturday's scrimmage. That's just how it always been. And then next week, about midway of next week, now you start to introduce Akron's game plan and stuff like that to get them ready, show them looks. You start breaking off the scout team periods and stuff like that because you're getting closer to the game. But that first scrimmage is the big test.
I am very interested to see who the second team, who the backup quarterback will be.
Yeah,
Is it speculation or insider knowledge? You don't have to say. You don't have to give it away.
I don't know.
Okay, I thought the way you were smiling like that, like the cat that swallowed the canary.
I laugh because that's become a hot topic, and it's like, why wouldn't it be Devin Brown? But then it's like, because people say Julian saying, so it's just like, wow, this is, it's a very interesting thing. Very interesting thing. I'd be shocked if it's not Devin Brown. I'd be shocked.
All three guys will take snaps in the first 3 games.
They better.
Right? All 3.
Would you go all?
Okay, I'll say, would you go all 5? You
got to see what you got. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to get all 5 in one game. Like, that's ridiculous. I think you would go in and play 3. Then the next week, whatever 2 didn't play, you play them in that next week's game if you get there. Because it should be, you should be doing one of these.
Yeah.
You would think. I would think that 3 of them play in the first game. Next game, 3 of them play whatever. Obviously, Will Howard, and then two of the backups.
Right.
Next game, Will Howard, then the other 2 backups that didn't play. And then the third game, you hunker it down. You take the best 3 that you liked. You play them in that one. And then, boom, we kick off the Big Ten, and then everybody's on the bench anyway.
I think I'd like to see 4 get into the first game. If everyone sits. Look, I think that saying...
They got to be up 65-0.
To get to 4 in there?
Yes.
Why is that? Why can't they do it if they're 42-0?
No.
That's still the game's already over. It's already over, Tyvis.
No, because it's not enough. You got to get film on these guys. What, are they gonna get 1 series?
No. If you have Will Howard play the entire first half.
Okay, so now we got 2 quarters to divvy up between 3 guys
to play Sayin and Devin Brown.
So how many plays is they getting?
I would say Sayin gets most of the third quarter. Then I'd put in Brown for end of the third, start of the fourth.
Why does Sayin get the third and not Brown?
I think Sayin is more important to this team. I think if Will Howard goes down,
why not Aaron Nolan?
I don't think Aaron Nolan's on Julian Sain's level, in my opinion. He's not there yet.
You don't think so?
But I think he should play.
He threw it down to Mecca today. I seen it all over social media.
I got you. All right, let's go. Coming up next, we'll take a break here. We'll hear more from Ryan Day and hear what he had to say today about the quarterback battle, and also an interesting comment he made about J.J. Smith. We'll do that next. Buckeye Show on the Fan.
The sound of Paul Keels calling a Buckeye game is erotic.
Oh, yes.
Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
At Bob's Discount Furniture, when you find a complete dining set that seats 6 and comes with an extendable leaf for only $5.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a sofa that doubles as a chaise, and a bed, and storage like my Playscape for only $9.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a queen mattress with world-famous Bobapedic memory foam and an 18-year warranty like my Treasure for only $7.99.
Oh my, Bob.
Well, there's only one thing to say.
Oh my, Bob.
Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Everyone has their favorite pizza topping. What's yours? Crispy pepperoni, family recipe sausage, fresh green peppers, or something unexpected? When it comes to your favorite toppings, Donato's doesn't take them lightly. Actually, quite the opposite. They pile them on from edge to edge. Too much of a good thing, never heard of it. Now for a limited time, get 25% off when you order online and pick it up in store. Use promo code TAKE25. That's TAKE25. Donato's. Every piece is important.
They're trained. They're prepared.
Let's do it.
They're Ohio's undefeated plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling team. And they're here to tackle your problems. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower-than-low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
And now we're on our way with Coda, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Whether it's game day or every day, Coda moves Buckeyes fans down the line toward victory. Download the Transit app today for an easy way to plan and pay for your next trip. Visit coda.com/transit app to learn more.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is a part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is safe and clean for the players every game at the Schottenstein Center. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com. Libman, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
The Fan app is about to become your new best friend. Your one-stop shop for all your favorite fan shows. ESPN Columbus and BetQL. Live or on demand, listen on your schedule. Download the 97.1 The Fan app today. It's free. Do it.
Healthcare.gov is here for you when life happens. If you lost your health coverage because of turning 26, going off Medicaid, leaving your job, or moving, you could be eligible to enroll in new coverage now. And if you need to update your coverage because of marriage or having a baby, you could also be eligible. But don't wait. There's a limited time to enroll. Check your eligibility at healthcare.gov today. Life happens. Get covered. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Hey there, Central Ohio. Here's a look at your latest forecast. We're looking at scattered showers and some storms tonight thanks to what remains of Debbie pushing toward our southeast. Humidity remains high with a low near 70. We'll be up to around the low 80s for Friday afternoon as humidity and rain chances move out. Partly cloudy skies. A much nicer weekend, mostly sunny and low humidity. Highs in the upper 70s to low 80s with temperatures that'll dip into the 50s overnight. I'm 10 Weather Impact meteorologist Michael Behrens of your latest forecast on 97.1 The Fan.
The show where we pay people extra to host with Timmy Hall. This is the Buckeye Show.
Buckeye Show, Tito Tyvis with you. You know, Tyvis, first of all, I think it's BS that we've got this weather meteorologist guy, pretend TV out there telling us to go outside. I want one to come in here and give us the weather report for in here.
You feeling it, huh?
Because it is hot and it is like 140% humidity. It's ridiculous.
You need to cut that out.
I'm just saying, it is ridiculous.
You overact. Now, overreacted now.
Tyvis, listen, if you're not on the YouTube channel right now watching us, and I'm not just doing it to get people to watch, but tune in because you might see me pass out from this heat. That's how hot it is. It'd be great radio, great YouTube if they do it that way. It's more fun for that.
I knew it was bad, but you had to go out there and get another cup of water.
Oh, dude, I'm going to go through his water so much tonight.
That's sad. It's hot. The thing is, you got to be a professional about this, okay? The thing is, I've been in harsh conditions like this. Yes. You got to act like nothing's wrong. You got to act like it's just perfectly fine in here.
I have to keep wiping my brow.
Well,
that gets in the way.
I'm fine.
All right.
Look, people can't even tell I'm hot.
See, I said let's have more people watch. See this? Now we got less people watching. So that had the opposite effect of what I wanted. Ryan Day earlier today also was asked about what Will Howard has improved on. And here is what Ryan Day said.
This preseason, you've noticed a total command of the offense. He's put some work in, I think, this summer. Not only on his body, and by the way, I think it was 2% body fat that he changed, and so that part was big, but also just understanding of the offense. He's worked on his throwing mechanics, but if you just said, give me the one thing that looks different this preseason, it's his command of the offense, the way that he's making decisions, and his movement.
I can't wait to see him in action against Akron. I'm so excited to watch his offense.
I am too. But for the simple fact that we've been missing that running aspect since Justin.
Yeah.
And Justin, to me, He ran, but it wasn't like he was like design run to me. It's like he did it when he had to.
It wasn't like a Vic kind of thing. Or
No,
it wasn't like
yeah.
that. It was as needed.
And I don't think. I mean, well, they're gonna have some design Will Howard runs.
Sure.
I mean, that's part of Chip's thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's that element is so exciting because. First of all, how big he is. I want to know if he's one of those guys that's going to slide or is he going to lower his shoulder. He comes off to me as a lower the shoulder type of guy.
Is that what you want in your quarterback?
No, but they all do it. Like
he's a big guy.
Because he's bigger than everybody.
He's he's that like Roethlisberger size.
No,
You
yeah,
know?
yeah, he's 6'5". I don't know what he weighs.
He says like he's on 233 or 235 right now.
He would be. It would be sick for him not to.
Right.
What DB want to really hit that like that? You know?
Right.
Like Cardell used to do that. Like, but he was like, that's 299 running at you. So it's like you really kind of want to just trip him up. You know. So yeah. Well, it's the truth. Now then you got on top of that. You got to worry about Quinshon and Travion, both of those guys being effective in the run game. And then he's so dangerous, he can pull it. You know, you do that quarterback zone read. Like, when he pulls it,
right?
Like, he should be scot-free because that running attack should be so good this year, which is the one thing that I feel like has been missing for them to win the championship. They have not ran the ball effectively since.
It's been a while. What?
Trey Sermon?
Yeah, Dobbins kind of thing, you know? Yeah.
Dobbins was the last, full season.
Yeah.
Trey Sermon gave you, those last 2
couple
or 3
games,
games was ridiculous. But for a full year, yeah, I would say J.K. been the last one that was effective. And they had, some bad calls against Clemson away from the championship. So I think that element comes back this year. I want that nastiness from the offensive line. I want them to really just push people down the field and let these running backs dice these guys up because it's been so much of a 7-on-7 thing. And that's fine. You know, it was successful. But at the end of the day, when that weather gets cold, at the end of the season, when guys' bodies are banged up, they don't really want to tackle like that to begin with. You got to impose your will. And I think that was the one thing that I felt was missing from this team.
You know what bothers me about this season?
What?
Is we have so many players on this team that we're watching. You mentioned all the offensive players like that. We haven't even started about the receivers on the other end too. Getting those guys the ball as well. Abuka, Smith, Innis, all these guys. We don't have enough plays. The games are too damn short.
No, that's why they need to run tempo.
But I'm telling you,
run tempo to get you about 5 or 6 extra plays a game.
I don't want more than that. I want a lot more plays. I wish they would go to a longer game. The only thing that's going to save me on this one is, and plus the defense. I want to watch the defense out there more often too. The only thing that's going to save it though.
No, you don't. You want them to go 3 and out.
It's going to be a 6. Well, I still want to see more 3 and outs though. That's why it's got to be a 16-game season for them. It's got to be that because I need to see all this because I want to see so many plays. They have so many damn playmakers, Tyvis.
I know. And it's only one ball.
I know.
But I think the thing is you got to go into this season unselfish. You know, you have to be whatever's working. It can't be like we coming out there and we got all these passing plays, but you get out there and the run game work. But it's like, well, I promised them all these passing attempts,
right?
So I gotta make up on my promise. Like, no, it can't be like that. I think that's what we fell for in 2015, where it was like it was so many different playmakers that Urban wanted to get the ball to and he promised them that they would get a certain amount. That when we got to the game, it was like I gotta keep up on my promise. Sure. I said I was gonna get it to him, but it's like if the run game is working, if Zeke's going crazy, just feed him.
Right?
They'll get it the next game. And I think it got to a point where when the offense wasn't clicking, it was frustration because it was like, listen, let's just do what we need to do to win. I'm tired of these close games.
Yeah.
And I don't want them to fall victim to that. There's a lot of guys that can win their one-on-one battle. Yeah, if they're open, give it to them. But don't feel obligated to have to do that. Figure out what these teams are not good at defending, and then you exploit it. That's what you do. And then every week it's a week-to-week thing.
God, my expectation's so high for this offense and the defense. I'll play this next clip here. Ryan Day talking about the improvements of the offensive line. A very key part of this. Here's Ryan Day.
An offensive line is definitely a developmental position, and there's just so much that comes with it. And I think having both tackles, the left guard, Carson, Seth, these guys now have experience. They played. They know what it takes. So when you're in the off season, you know what you're up against, and so you know where you need to get yourself in terms of understanding scheme, but also just physically being able to wear teams down and playing your best in the fourth quarter. So there has been a different approach to that. Now, the one thing is we do have a little bit of a funky virus going on with that group right there. So they've been kind of in and out. We're hoping to flush that out by the end of the week because it's created a little bit of guys in and out. But other than that, they've had a great off season, and we're hoping that we can kind of get a rhythm with those guys here heading into next week.
Well done by Day saying they want to flush out the virus. That was very good by him to say that. The virus going around.
But he said exactly what I said. You want to wear these teams down, and in the fourth quarter impose your will. That's same thing as towards the end of the season. These teams is going to be worn down, and it's time for you to impose your will, and it comes with the great offensive line play. You think about last year in the championship game, what did those two teams have in common? Great offensive line play. One won the Joe Moore the year before, the other one won it last year. So it's like that's a big key component. And our offensive line last year was just wildly inconsistent.
Yes. And I will say this, though. Having a mobile quarterback makes your offensive line better.
I agree.
Right now. Just saying, talent-wise, it doesn't change it, but it does make the offensive line look better.
It does.
If you have a quarterback who knows how to move his legs and get out there and do things. Yes.
Yep.
All right, coming up next, it's time for our weekly check-in with our good friend Pat Murphy. Beers and Buckeyes next, right here on The Fan.
News, opinions, and insight, all before breakfast. Rise and shine with Morning Juice.
Weekdays starting at 6.
The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
This is the White Castle Call of the Crave, and it's telling you to come in now for 10 cheese sliders for just $7.99. 10 cheese sliders for just $7.99. Boom! White Castle. Follow your crave. Limited time only, tax not included.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career and they talked to me about it.
He was done in just months.
I did do it online.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at My Computer Career.
It worked for me and I know it can work for you.
It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Ah, the sounds of back to school time. There's plenty to about this time of year, so let Cane's take something off your plate by putting something on it, like hand-battered chicken fingers and cane sauce.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Have you ever heard someone say that they just don't make or do things like they used to? While that may be true for many things, there is one company who strives to deliver the customer experience and quality product that we all reminisce about. And that company, well, it's Newman Roofing. You can read it time and time again in their reviews, how much they truly care about their customers and the roofs that they install. And I should know, they installed a roof for me and my family, and it was tremendous. Their sales team was fantastic, and the quality was phenomenal. They strive to leave the home as they found it. And some customers say they even leave it cleaner than it was before, and I can second that. Not only do they install a quality product that is going to protect your home and family for years to come, but they also walk away leaving you feeling confident that you hired the right company. Whether you need a roof repair or replaced, call the company that families have been trusting for 32 years, and that company is Newman Roofing. 614-NEW-ROOF or newmanroofing.com.
Join us for Gambling Things, Fantasy Sports, Gambling Things, and most importantly, Gambling Things. Hollywood Casinos on the Money, Sunday morning at 9.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
The Fan.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island.
This season on Nada Yada Island.
You were charging your phone? I waited hours for you.
That's how long it takes.
Join Metro and get a free Motorola Edge that'll charge for the day in 15 minutes. At Metro, there's no activation fees. Only at Metro by T-Mobile. Bring your number ID and sign up for Metro Flex Plus plan. Offer not available if at T-Mobile or have been with Metro in the past 180 days. Requires 68-watt charger sold separately. Actual performance will vary.
During Toyota's national sales event, you can choose from more hybrid and all-wheel drive vehicles than anyone else, including the family-size Highlander. Now through September 3rd, get any new gas-powered 2024 Highlander and get $1,000 APR cash or $500 on Highlander Hybrid when financed with approved credit through TFS. Plus, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, 2 years no-cost maintenance. Get details at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Are you ready to take your business to the next level? Introducing Optimized IT, the managed services division of Modern Office Methods. With our cutting-edge managed IT services, we ensure your business always stays ahead of the curve, keeping you one step ahead of your competition. We bring proven management strategies to the table to support your current IT team, as well as provide insight on how to maximize efficiency, helping you achieve your goals faster. Concerned about security? Our backup solutions help guarantee your data is protected around the clock, giving you peace of mind. Start at OptimizedIT.net for your free IT assessment. Stay ahead, stay secure, and stay optimized.
And now we're on our way with Coda, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Whether it's game day or every day, Coda moves Buckeyes fans down the line toward victory. Download the Transit app today for an easy way to plan and pay for your next trip. Visit coda.com/transit app to learn more.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Drink up, Slappy. It's time for Beers and Buckeyes with Patrick Murphy.
All right. Patrick Murphy joins us, his weekly segment here with us with Beers and Buckeyes. Patrick, what are you most excited about with this Ohio State team after this first wave of practices?
Most excited about, I think the secondaries against the secondary players, the defensive backs against the receivers has been quite fun to watch. And I think that both of those positions could be areas of strength. I know Ryan Day's talked about wanting more depth to develop at wide receiver, but at least the top 4, maybe 5 have impressed me, and you're going against some really good guys in that secondary. Today we saw right in front of us at practice, Davis Igbinosun stick right with Jeremiah Smith, and when the pass did not get completed, he talked some smack, and then not too long afterwards, Jeremiah Smith got a catch over Davis Igbinosun. And that was on the other side of the field. I don't know if Jeremiah said anything back to him, but it was just showed kind of the back and forth nature and the competitive nature of these guys, which I only think is going to make both sides of the ball better.
Okay, let's flip around the other side then. What has concerned you?
Well, I think that the offensive line, which I've kind of fluctuated back and forth on because at points I've felt more comfortable with what they've got, and I can see why the Buckeyes have had some optimism. But then we go to out there today, and multiple guys are sick, so you have guys not out there getting the reps they probably need. You've got some battles that are still undecided, and you know, like a Carson Hinsman, for instance, has now missed at least 2 days of practice that we've been out there. And, you know, that could affect that right guard and the center competition, even if, you know, maybe Carson doesn't win the job. You know, guys like Seth McLaughlin and Tegra Shabola maybe aren't pushed as hard because Carson's missing time. Look, that's unfortunate. You'd rather it be something like an illness that you get over than injuries, right? But, you know, you want this offensive line pushed as much as possible in fall camp. I still think that there's reason for optimism, but if I'm looking, you know, we're kind of nitpicking here, right, with a really talented team. So I think that is a little bit concerning, I would say.
When you've been watching practice on the defensive side of the ball, has there been anything different? I know last year the big emphasis was, you know, eliminate the explosive plays. This year, has it been any emphasis on maybe takeaways, or has there been any blitzes? Like, is there anything different about this defense?
Yes, I think if the first year of Jim Knowles was aggressive Jim Knowles and last year was a bit more conservative to, as you said, eliminate those big plays, this year is about finding the happy medium. And Coach Knowles talked about this, even having guys that have now been in his defense for 3 years, and a lot of those guys are, you know, 2 or 3 year starters, that he feels like he can take a few more risks without hurting the team and you know, try and force some of those pressures with blitzes. And also the turnovers, I mean, that's a huge thing for this group. They've been talking about it since before the Cotton Bowl. Not enough of those, I think 11 or 12 last year total, which just isn't good enough with the talent on this team. So we've seen some of it, but like with anything, if you see the defense do something good, like get a takeaway, then you question what's going on with the offense, right? So that's the fun of this year, is trying to figure out which side is winning, I guess, in some of these practice battles that we get to watch.
When it comes to the running back situation, and obviously the hope is that they don't have to go, they're not forced to go to a third running back because of injury or something like that. Obviously, the more the two running backs can get carries, but has either one of the other running backs separated themselves, being like maybe the third option?
I would say James Peoples. He has impressed me the most. I think Sam Williams-Dixon can do some interesting things out of the backfield, but James Peoples looks like a guy who, if you needed him to, could go in and contribute, tomorrow. He reminds me a lot of a young J.K. Dobbins, and it's not just because they're both from Texas. Now, I don't think that, I hope from a Buckeye standpoint, you don't need him to be what J.K. Dobbins was as a freshman, because obviously he had to start right away. But I do think that James Peoples is looking the part of a guy who can come in and at least contribute when called upon and be that third running back in that room.
When you look at the tackle depth, obviously, the starters, Josh Fryer, Josh Simmons, they're fine. But if, let's say they don't, but if they ever did go down, who is those next guys up, and are you confident that they can still get things done?
It's interesting because, as I said, the offensive line with the illnesses today, we did get to see some of the depth get tested. Austin Sierveld, the second-year player, was playing left tackle with Josh Simmons not out there. We did see a lot of Josh Fryer, but Zen Mikowski, who also left practice, looking sick. So I think, maybe the positive is that these guys are getting some reps, whether it be first or second team reps. You're kind of moving up a rung with guys out. Would I say I'm confident in the tackles? I don't know if I've seen enough from that. I watched the defensive ends have a lot of success today, but again, those are really talented defensive ends, right? So they're getting good work and, good stuff on film to then go back and evaluate. I would just, you obviously hope with your tackles that those guys stay healthy, right? And I think that's definitely true with this team right now.
Pat Murphy joins us here on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline on the Buckeye Show. And something I saw out there at practice that it just amazed me was Nick McClarty, the punter, the 6'7" kid, 6'7", 255, watching him stand next to the other punters. And I don't know if he's the best punter in the group. I don't know if he's the right one for the position this year, but I'm telling you, he's got to be on that team because he looks so damn intimidating. I just line him up in different places throughout the game.
Yeah, Anthony Veneri, the transfer punter from Buffalo, who was pretty good for Buffalo last year, is only 6 foot tall. So right. You got a full 7 inches there. Yes, we actually, at the beginning of practice today, they were doing a lot of punting right in front of us. And they've done some of it throughout some of these practices we've been to. I would say that McClarty, and you are certainly right, he looks the part. Right now it's consistency, which is going to be big for him. He can boom it 70, 80 yards. We've seen him do that. But sometimes he shanks it off the outside of his foot and it goes out of bounds and it's a 10-yard punt. So you don't want that, right? And Anthony, I think, is more consistent, but doesn't probably have as big of a leg. So I think that's a kind of quiet battle that we haven't talked about a ton because it's the punter, and you hope the Buckeyes don't have to punt a ton. But they do have some options. It's just a matter of finding which guy makes the most sense.
Pat, I want to ask you about the tight end room. I know it's a position that a lot of people don't talk a lot about, but I want to talk about it. We know that G Scout is penciled in as the starter, but the guy that I really want to talk about is Jelani Thurman. This guy was a guy that was pushing for some playing time last year around this time, and I don't think he actually got to play tight end last year, if I can remember off the top of my head. But I also know that they brought in Will Kaczmarek. So what's going on there? How do you see that shaping out for a Jelani Thurman?
I think, and I said this to somebody today while we were at practice, I think you have to find a way to get Jelani on the field. He's just too talented, and we're in the transfer portal era of college football, right? If Ohio State's not going to use him, another program certainly will. And look, Ryan Day was asked about Jelani today. He said that it's just about consistency. Like the ability is there. Obviously, he's a really dangerous pass-catching weapon. We saw that he caught a touchdown pass from Will Howard today. But it's about, bringing it every play. Because tight end, you're not only running routes, but you're also basically an extension of the offensive line. It's a lot to take in. Ryan Day said, other than quarterback, it's probably the hardest position in terms of everything you have to handle. So it's understandable that it's taking Jelani, a little over a year to kind of get things going. But I do think with those other two that you mentioned, I think you have to find ways to get him on the field, because I do think he can be a pretty big weapon. And, as he develops in some of those other areas, he can help this team.
All right, Pat, let's end with this. What's your beverage of choice this evening? Tell them the truth.
Yeah. We'll probably take it relatively easy because we've got another day. Tomorrow's just interviews, but we still have to be over there. Still got to do some work. There is preseason football tonight.
Yes.
So I'm not saying I'm not going to have maybe a PBR or something, but, I won't have as many as maybe some Thursdays over the summer.
Get you a 6-pack of Minute Maid lemonade.
Oh, good Lord, Thomas.
What?
I want to know, why are you not being paid yet to tell us what you're drinking? Why has some company not jumped in? Some local company, a lot of it's Garage Beers, whatever. Why has somebody not jumped in and said, hey, whenever they ask you what you're drinking, say this?
Same reason I ain't got lemonade.
Yeah, from your mouth to God's ears, Tito.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
I'd like to see it happen. All right. Hey, thanks for the time, brother. Appreciate it. Don't stay up too late watching that preseason football, but have fun at Ohio State tomorrow. We'll talk to you next week.
All right. Sounds good, guys. Appreciate it.
That was Pat Murphy joining us there on the Bryant Heating and Cooling System Fan Guest Hotline. Coming up next, who is the most important Buckeye this season? Ooh, we'll do that next. Buckeye Show on the Fan.
A lot has changed in 30 years, but we're still that old shoe that feels worn in and well-loved. And, we smell a little, but you've accepted that. The Fan.
At Bob's Discount Furniture, when you find a complete dining set that seats 6 and comes with an extendable leaf for only $5.99.
Oh, my Bob.
And a sofa that doubles as a chaise, and a bed, and storage like my Playscape for only $9.99.
Oh, my Bob.
And a queen mattress with world-famous Bobapedic memory foam and an 18-year warranty like my Treasure for only $7.99.
Oh, my Bob.
Well, there's only one thing to say. Oh, my Bob. Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint. With their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind or grab a carryout. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizza, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Everyone has their favorite pizza topping. What's yours? Crispy pepperoni, family recipe sausage, fresh green peppers, or something unexpected? When it comes to your favorite toppings, Donato's doesn't take them lightly. Actually, quite the opposite. They pile them on from edge to edge. Too much of a good thing, never heard of it. Now for a limited time, get 25% off when you order online and pick it up in store. Use promo code TAKE25. That's TAKE 25. Donato's. Every piece is important.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
Attention weekend warriors. Fan Sports Saturday has moved to 10 a.m. Join Eric Reeser and Tyvis Powell as they dive into popular topics like the Buckeyes and Tyvis's liquid diet.
Saturdays from 10 to 1.
The Fan.
Wendy's new Saucy Nugs come in 7 saucy flavors. Yep, you can literally hear your taste buds going. Taste bud sounds may vary. For a whole new way to nug, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
At participating U.S. Wendy's, hours may vary by location. As a dad, I've got to make ends meet for my family. Right now, that's tougher than ever. That's why I'm grateful we've got Mike Carey in Congress, a leader who cares about families like mine. Mike Carey introduced the Pay Less at the Pump Act, which will save American families billions at gas stations. Mike's work on passing affordable housing and pro-manufacturing legislation will create new jobs, raise wages for working families, and help build thousands of new affordable housing units throughout Central Ohio. Mike Carey was even instrumental in increasing the child tax credit, a measure to help even low-income families thrive. This family man is grateful that Mike Carey's fighting for pro-family policies. To learn how Congressman Mike Carey's helped your family fight inflation, visit carey.house.gov. Paid for with official funds from the Office of Representative Mike Carey.
Experience a piece of history this September and pay tribute to those that have served in the Vietnam War. Delaware County Veterans Services invites you to visit the Wall That Heals from September 12th through the 15th at Havener Park in Liberty Township. Witness the official 3/4 scale replica of the Vietnam Memorial in Washington, D.C. The Wall That Heals is free and open to the public 24 hours a day until 2 p.m. on the 15th. For volunteering opportunities and to learn more, please visit thewallthathealsohio.com.
Most businesses have one tagline.
Not here, baby.
At Sunny Street Cafe, we've got 7.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like number 3.
Sunny Street Cafe. Classic breakfast and lunch. Comfort food. But like if Grandma went to culinary school?
With 8 locations.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Airflow Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
The home of Big Ten championships and future first-rounders. You're listening to The Buckeye Show.
I figured it out, Titus. When I walked out of the studio on the break, and you've never been to Vegas before, right?
Correct.
Okay. Bodie, you've never been to Vegas. Have you been to Vegas, Bodie?
Does he look like a Vegas type of guy?
Look, I think Bodie's an international man of mystery.
I'm going to be honest, Tito. I had these speakers turned down because I was telling Cole some stuff. And with that fan on, I didn't hear a single word
Have you ever been to Vegas?
I have not. Nope, never been to Vegas.
How about Cole? Cole's been to Vegas.
Ever been to Vegas? No. Negative.
See? You're alone on this.
Here is the perfect analogy, though. When you go to Vegas, when it's like 110 degrees out.
Summertime.
Or early fall or late spring. And you're walking the streets, I shouldn't say walking the streets. That sounds like that's a totally different thing they do in Vegas. Walking along, and you duck into a casino where it's like 30 degrees cooler.
Yeah.
Or 40 degrees cooler.
Okay.
That's what it felt like. That's what made me feel like when I walked out, because it's very cool out there.
Yeah.
It's very hot in here.
Yes.
It's
not that bad.
It's like Nelly hot in here.
Wow. Wow. It's not that bad.
I'm telling you.
You overreacted.
I know.
I'm telling you.
I walk out there and I automatically, the first thing I thought was, oh, God, this feels like Vegas. So just that's what it's like.
I have never been to Vegas because I am a square from Delaware.
You're not from Delaware. Oh, gosh. Okay, most important Buckeye this season. And I want you to think about this one, Tyvis.
Josh Simmons.
You didn't think about it.
Just because he played left tackle.
Okay, I was going to say, you look at the depth of certain positions, and if they lost a certain player, like what's a player that you think Simmons is the one they cannot afford to lose?
Who's the backup tackle?
I don't know.
I just asked Pat. Yeah. He just said he ain't for confidence. Yeah. So, yes, the tackle position is the spot for me. Because we're talking about an offensive line that already was a roller coaster last year, up and down. So you telling me you're gonna take the starter out and have to put a backup in that hadn't played? Yeah, I'll be nervous.
So you probably won the argument already because that's not. I should have said that. My thought. I had two guys. I had 2 guys in mind. One was Emeka Egbuka.
Why?
Because I think he's a very key. Look, it's a young receiving core beyond him.
I agree, but I still think they're talent, though.
They do have talent. I think Egbuka, though, is very important.
I do, too, but I don't I think...
I've already said you won the argument. So don't make me go further in depth with how much you won the argument.
I'm just saying.
Other one was Travion Anderson.
If Travion goes down, you'd be worried?
A little bit worried, just because of the running back depth behind him. I know. Look,
I think James Peoples will be all right.
He might be, but we don't know.
But Quinshawn would take the majority of the rep, which he's used to doing.
My official answer is Trayvon Judkins, because I need both of them. I don't want to lose one of them, because I don't want. Look, I've still got some bad memories of the running back room over the last few years. We've had guys like 4 guys out with soft tissue injury or something. And we've got some redshirt junior in there or something.
Listen, at some point, the pendulum swings the other way. The injury bug is not in the running back room no more. It's got to swing to somewhere else. Hopefully off the team. That would be perfect. But the receiver thing, the reason why if Emeka went down, it wouldn't bother me is because I trust Hartline. Like, he's never given us a reason not to trust him with wide receiver. Like, that has never been an issue since he's been here.
Right.
So why would that be an issue now?
You might be right about that.
So it wouldn't be. Now, if you would have said Caleb Downs, I would have said I can hear that. I can hear that. Because I don't know what the backup safeties look like as well. Who's the back? Is Lathan, Caleb? Okay, who's behind them?
That's a good question. But I think that Lathan, though, Lathan's the one I was thinking of.
Who is the backup strong safety?
Sounds like our producer should know that, but he doesn't. He knows Notre Dame's third string safety is. He knows the mother's name of the backup punter. Backup punter, by the way.
Okay.
The backup kicker from Upper Arlington.
Is it Malik Harford, or is he backing up Lathan? And what about Jalen McClain? Is he backing up the backup?
This seems like a lot of questions we should have done pre-show in our meeting.
I want to know who's the backup safety.
Who the backup safety is right now. If only we had Pat Murphy back on to tell us. I don't know. I'll give you the names of the safeties here according to the roster.
List them to me, and I'll tell you who it is.
Okay, here we go. You got Caleb Downs.
Okay.
Sonny Styles will be a linebacker. They got him listed.
He's a linebacker. Right. But I think if need be, if Caleb went down, I think they would put Sonny back in there and just put CJ at the wheel.
Then Ransom, Jalen McClain, Jaden Bonsu, Malik Hartford.
That's who it is, Jaden Bonsu.
Leroy Roker III. Do you know what Brenton Jones' nickname is?
No.
Inky. It's Brenton Inky Jones from Steubenville, junior. Who else? And Ryan Wadzinski's the other one who's a sophomore out of Watterson here.
Yeah, I watched him in high school. But I'm gonna say Bonsu is probably the back.
Bonsu's the next one up,
I would think.
And by the way, this is this was Ryan Day talking about the defensive backs having some swagger. I promise you.
He and Caleb back there, and then you got Jordan at nickel, and then Denzel and IGB, and you feel Jermaine Matthews every day out there. Malik Harford showing some different things. I mean, there's a swagger and a strut with that defense right now. They love to compete. They love going against each other. They kind of go back and forth with the wideouts every day and the tight ends every day in practice. I mean, if the offensive line wants to go against them, they'll do that too. It's just the way they are. They love competing, even just at the end of practice there when we're doing our finishers and they're barking because there's competition going on. So they're a gritty group, but that starts with the older guys, and Lathan's one of them.
Tyvis, we need, as a defense, Ohio State's defense, to force more turnovers.
I agree.
They gave up more than they got last year. I think they had 11 turnovers they caused, but I think Ohio State gave it away like 13 or 14 times.
I believe it. I think that I always – so this is the thing. I have this vision of how I always wanted the secondary to play. And I got to watch it. In all places, I seen it in Florida. About the same time I was playing. Florida had these DBs. This is back when they had like Vernon Hargraves and stuff like that. And they made this play. I forget who they was playing, but they made this play, right? And the whole secondary swarmed this one receiver and was all in his face talking crazy to him. And I'm like, man, that's how I want us to be. And I feel like they can do that because they got the people that can do that. They got the trash talkers that can do that. It's going to start, obviously, with IGB. Sure. But I feel like Lathan's in that. I feel like Caleb Downs can be in that. And I feel like Denzel Burke can be in that. Like, they should be, like, if one person make a play, they should sprint all over there and just demoralize wide receiver. You got to make them feel so bad about themselves. Like, these dudes is crazy. And I promise you, you'll see you'll reap the benefits because it's like now they starting to get scared because they're like, man, these dudes is crazy. You're right. I can't do nothing with them. Like, you want these receivers after the game, when they talk about you in the post game, it's like, hey, that secondary is different over there. Like, that's where you want to be. And I truly feel like I was sad that we never got there.
You guys I thought you guys kind of had that, didn't you?
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
But like, like me and Vaughn was like that. Garyon and Eli.
Yeah. Like for some reason in my head, I picture you guys doing that. I don't know if there's a play I remember.
Like I don't feel like Eli was a big trash talker. Eli is one of those dudes that just says things that's just wild. And Garyon, I feel like Garyon really wasn't a trash talker like that.
Yeah.
But me and Vaughn, we would go. Yeah.
Now, why don't they get you in there at practice now to talk to the DBs and say, this is what we need to do this year?
I feel like I've already talked to them individually.
Okay, so you've given them this gospel now. They know this now.
Well, I gotta find the clip. I gotta find the clip from Florida, and I need to just send it to them. I got their number. I'm gonna just send it to them.
Go to Lathan. Lathan will spread it out.
Yeah,
he'll be your disciple on this one.
Y'all need to do this.
Now use gospel and disciple in the same segment. Mark that on your bingo card for Buckeye Show if you had me saying gospel and what did I say? I didn't even forget what I said. Anyway, coming up next, top of the hour sports center update from Bodie, and he'll hit us up with the college football pulse. We'll do that next. Buckeye Show on the Fan.
3 dudes who'll make you feel like the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah, we hornswoggled you good.
Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
And now we're on our way with Coda, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Whether it's game day or every day, Coda moves Buckeyes fans down the line toward victory. Download the Transit app today for an easy way to plan and pay for your next trip. Visit coda.com/transit app to learn more.
It's no fun to get blindsided. That's why you need to know what's coming in Ohio Medicaid.
Championship quarterback Cardale Jones.
Recent changes in Ohio Medicaid could impact you. If your information isn't up to date, you could lose your health insurance. Call the Ohio Department of Medicaid so you don't have to scramble to stay insured.
Call 800-324-8680. A public health message from CareSource.
That's what I call forward progress.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a Buckeye, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce. And jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.
And what is it called?
A ceiling fan.
And where is it?
It's on the floor.
And why is that a problem?
Well, see, the person who named it probably should have called it a floor. No, that's not right. The guy on TV I saw put up a ceiling fan.
Are you a TV star, Paul?
No, I'm not.
Are you an electrician, Paul?
I am not.
You are?
I am a middle management accountant, and I shouldn't be putting up ceiling fans.
You should.
Call the pros who knows.
Apex Pros.
The pros who knows know electrical work too. Hi, it's Alex from Apex Pros. And if you liked us for plumbing, cooling, and heating, you're gonna love our pro electricians.
Apex Pros are on the way.
Much easier, isn't it?
I'm glad we sorted this out.
Me too.
Columbus loves the pros who knows. Schedule with one click at apexpros.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good evening. I'm Buddy Wells. At the Summer Olympics in Paris, Steph Curry erupts for 36 points. Joel Embiid scores 19, and LeBron James adds a triple-double as Team USA rallies from a 17-point deficit as they beat Serbia 95-91. On Saturday, America will face France for the gold medal. Also, Sydney McLaughlin-Lebron, she broke her own world record again. She won gold medal in the women's 400-meter hurdles in 50.37 seconds. Baseball tonight, the Reds wrap up their 4-game series in Miami against the Marlins. That game got underway a little bit ago. Right now, they are in the bottom of the third. The Redlegs lead it 3-0. As for the Guardians, they're off tonight. They'll play a doubleheader tomorrow against the Twins as Cleveland begins a 4-game set in Minnesota. The Guards, they're looking to pick themselves up off the mat a little bit. They're currently riding a 5-game losing streak. Breaking sports news when it happens here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
It's time for the College Football Pulse on the Buckeye Show.
You know, Bo, you got to be careful there. You're almost going to be in the sound bite thing that Man and Bone are doing if you stumble like that.
Gonna be honest, there's no question that if we could go back to like fall of 2018, I'd have a few in there.
Oh my God, me too. Way back when.
Now, fortunately, I think COVID just wiped all that stuff out or something. I don't know if for some reason we can't go back that far, but fortunately for me, I'm happy about that.
By the way, I looked this up, Bodie, in the break. We talked about Ohio State having forced only 11 turnovers last year. And when I asked Tyvis, did you guys cause more turnovers in 2014? And he almost wanted to hit me in the face. Like, he asked that question.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
And we looked it up, and Ohio State that year had 25 interceptions and recovered 8 fumbles.
Alone, geez.
They had 33. Triple what Ohio State had last year. So
3, 4, 5, 6.
Like you guys were kind of good, Tyvis.
You know,
not against Virginia Tech, they weren't. They really.
we had 18 picks as a secondary.
I got you. Navy too.
I got you.
You know, everybody makes fun of Notre Dame for playing Navy every year, but I tell you, don't get you, man.
Navy will get you.
I'll go back.
You got to be disciplined for them.
I'll go back and look at the stats. I don't think Michael Vick was playing for Vatech then, was he? No. Okay, I wasn't sure.
Really?
I'm just asking for a friend.
What was the score? What was the score today? Was it like 31-14?
31-17, I think it was.
That's a shame. That's such
No,
a
I'm sorry,
shame.
it's not that. It was 35-21
That's a shame.
in that game. Do you know who the quarterback was for them?
No.
Was it Brewster?
Michael Brewer. Very good by
Brewer.
you.
Close.
And there was
What do you have passing-wise?
Passing-wise? Let me take a look here for you.
That's a shame, man. That game is...
God, he lit you guys up.
Did he really?
He was 23 of 29 for 375 yards.
Oh, really?
No, he was 23 of 36 for 199 and 2 touchdowns. He also had 2 picks.
I don't remember that.
He threw 2 picks. Did you get an interception in that game?
No, I think Vaughn and Duran might have got one.
I love this, how you have. Let me see who got it for you. But let's see. Grant got one and Eli got one.
Oh, Eli got the other one.
Over.
You can ask Bodie, who didn't play in the games, anything about like a Notre Dame season going as far back as 1936, he'll tell you. And I tell you who played in the game, you don't know the score or the quarterback's name.
Why is that? Why is that significant though? Like, we won the game. We won the game.
No, you didn't win that game. You lost that game.
Not that one.
Right. See, you didn't even won the game. You played in it. I just ripped you like 4 times with Vatech loss, and you said we won the game.
Depends on what year you're talking about.
CTE is a hell of a real thing, man.
I never had a concussion, so I can't
You
get
don't
CTE.
know that.
I can't get CTE if I never got a concussion.
You got to hit somebody a concussion.
Wow.
No, that was a call for. That was a call for. I apologize for that one. I apologize for that one. All right. Hey, Bodie, we're about 5 minutes in. How about we do the college football pulse?
Last time the Irish played Virginia Tech, Tyvis. He's not even listening.
What is it? What's the score?
32-29. 2021.
Y'all was blowing them, man. They been terrible.
That's because we couldn't block for 5 games.
Y'all got my voice going up. They was terrible then.
Jack Cohn saved us that day. All right, guys, this one from the worldwide leader, ESPN. They ranked the top 8 first-time college football playoff contenders. I got the list. Here's the order of the list that it's in from 8 to 1. Number 8, Tyvis, you want to take a guess at this team?
It better not be a team that start with the U.
It is. It's the Utah Utes. Boise State, Louisville.
This got to stop, man.
Ole Miss, Kansas State. And then the top 3 is Tennessee, Missouri, and a team from the Big Ten that I think everybody expects to be in the playoff multiple times moving forward. That would be Penn State.
Did you say Boise State?
They are number 7.
Just a team that's not made it yet. That could be.
Hasn't made it, but
it could be on
what
conference are they? Best group of 5. It's a
Mountain West, I think.
Yeah, it's the best group of 5
Mountain
for them.
Pac-12 West.
Yeah, the Mountain 2 West 12. That's what it is. Yeah, look. Boise State's got a great chance to get in this year. I think.
I mean,
best
based
group
off,
of 5.
Exactly. This list, they're the only group of 5 school on there.
Boise State's highlight was the year that they should have been in the national championship, and they ran the Statue of Liberty
On Oklahoma?
Yeah, that was
awesome.
the only year that I was like, you know what, they got it wrong. What was his name, like Ziverlowski? What was his name? The quarterback.
I don't think that was they're on the right path.
Something like that.
The fact they're in if they're the highest ranked group of 5 conference champ, they get in. They're not. It's not. Look, a MAC school's not be ranked higher than them. It's not going to happen that way. So
never know.
Don't.
Boise State. So for your group of 5, you got Boise State.
I think Boise State's the one. Yeah. Tito, stop.
I think them or Memphis. Memphis is kind of
on there too. Yeah.
Love. Yeah. The group of 5 they've just been so wiped out ever since Cincinnati, UCF.
I haven't even heard of Boise State in so long.
If Penn State does not make the playoff this year,
they're going to fire James.
Is Franklin fired?
No.
You don't think so?
Nope.
Bodie, what do you think?
I mean, do they go 10-2 and miss it? Like, that's the thing. There's a big difference between missing it at 10-2 versus 7-5.
Let me look at these.
Well, we know that I got it right here.
Ohio State.
They play at West Virginia.
Okay, that's
host Bowling Green.
Oh, that's a dub.
Host Kent State.
Actually, you know what? That game I'm gonna be at.
The Bowling Green game?
Tailgate show gonna be there.
You're gonna travel all the way up to Bowling Green?
No. It's at Penn State.
Oh, you're right. It's at Penn State.
What's wrong with you?
You're right. They host Kent State.
This is a cupcake schedule.
Okay. They host Illinois.
That's 4-0.
Well, I just gave you 5 games.
5-0.
You got them beating West Virginia on the road?
Yes.
West Virginia they won 9 games last year.
5-0.
I'm not saying they're going to lose. I'm just saying.
5-0.
Okay. Host UCLA.
6-0.
At USC.
7-0.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
Y'all crazy,
At
man.
Wisconsin.
They're going to lose one of those. One of those 2.
Okay.
I'm going with Fick.
Okay.
7-1.
Which one do you have them lose? You got them losing USC then?
No, I got them losing to Wisconsin.
Okay, 7-1. Okay. Host Ohio State.
Oh, that's a loss. They know that.
Okay, 7-2. Host Washington.
They'll win that.
8-2. At Purdue.
They'll win that. Stop it.
Go on the road to Purdue.
Yeah, seriously.
Weird things happen.
I mean, you ain't lying there. You either going to blow them out or you going to lose. It ain't no in between.
At Minnesota.
They should win that.
Host Maryland.
They going to win that. 10-2.
All right. You got 10-2. I don't know, man. I could see him slipping up against West Virginia. I could see him slipping up against UC.
That doesn't sound like
Wisconsin.
a strong 10-2, though.
It doesn't.
I mean, that's not like a 10-2. We're definitely in. That's a 10-2, and I hope a few other teams dropping some games there.
Yep. All right, what do you got next for us?
All right, guys, next up, it's unfortunately the worst part of the sport as training camp gets underway. We've got a bunch of, well, maybe not a bunch of, but got some key injuries around the country here. The first one, I'll read through a few. Texas running back C.J. Baxter. He suffered a knee injury. He tore his LCL and PCL. I have no idea what those are, but it doesn't sound great.
Something in the knee.
Yeah, exactly. That'll sideline him for the entire season. He was their second leading rusher last season, behind only Jonathan Brooks, who's off to the NFL now, so he was kind of expected to be their lead back. In Lincoln, Matt Rule, the second year for him, not getting off to a great start here. Nebraska's Teddy Projaska, say that a few times. He tore his ACL. He was in line to be their starting left tackle. He played in 10 games last season. He started the last 5 at left tackle, so brutal news there. And then when I saw this news, I let out an audible groan when I saw this on my phone on Monday. I'm not even lying. In South Bend, starting left tackle Charles Jagusa, he suffered a torn pec and he'll be out for the entire season.
You hate
Fighting
to see
Irish.
that.
You really do, Tyvis.
Good Lord.
Not great.
I
don't know how we're going to block A&M.
Well, it's unfortunate that these guys be missing it in training camp. Well, if you're going to go down, this is the time, because at least it's not like 2 days before a game or something like that, so they can plan on the backup coming in and he's getting reps and getting chemistry, and they can figure out how they're going to do the game plan. But you best believe that they coming right after you. They going to hit you with looks that you never thought you seen before, and if they're going to find out if you're going to communicate what you can and cannot handle, and they're going to throw it at you, the whole book. And if you mess it up, it's going to be a long day.
This Nebraska one, I think, is the most significant as far as for the team goes.
I mean, you see, any team that loses their starting left tackle is pretty brutal, and Nebraska-wise, yeah, go ahead.
Do you know how big he is, Tyvis?
The tackle?
Yeah. Prochaska?
6'7", 320.
6'10", 315.
That boy like DeJuan. He taller than DeJuan.
He's big. And Matt Rule said this is the Going to be the 4th surgery for him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
And they now have a redshirt freshman. And I guess I'll pronounce the name. Gunnar Gottula.
Gunnar.
Gottula.
What's his
redshirt
size?
freshman. Not 6'10 and not 315. I think he probably plays, let me see what his size is, 6'5", 295. So,
I mean,
Cardale area there.
That's exactly what that is. Imagine him running the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
You really don't want it. You guess you would tackle, but you don't really want it.
It's such an important year for Nebraska this year, Bodie, right?
They got Patrick Mahomes.
Still year
cousin.
2. Yeah, Dylan Raiola. Still year 2, but like you probably, would they win 5 games last year?
Let me check here.
I mean,
I think
they went 5-7 because I think at one point they were like 5-4 or something. Like they were right on the verge of making a bowl game and then lost their last 3 or 4 in a row. Still year 2 for Matt Rule and just going to be year 1 freshman season for the 5-star quarterback Raiola.
Right.
But you would, at some point, Nebraska, you'd like to see them, for their sake, for year 2, Matt Rule, at least get to 6 or 7 wins.
Drinking the roulette.
Oh, yeah. We're big. I can't play it because I'm already playing something off of Dad 5. But
they went 5-7 last year.
You know what? Their season was a darn shame because they had 5 wins and they lost like the last 5 games.
They started off losing.
They needed to win 1 game and they lost every last one of them.
Because they lost to Minnesota and Colorado to start the season. They beat Northern Illinois, beat Louisiana Tech, lost to Michigan, beat Illinois, beat Northwestern, beat Purdue, lost to Michigan State by 3, lost to Maryland by 3, lost to Wisconsin in overtime.
That's what they do, man. They
lost to Iowa by 3.
I told you they lost every game. I was like, that's a shame. And one of them games, I did the tailgate show, and I can't remember which one it was. I feel like it might have been maybe Michigan State. That's a shame. That was just a year ago, and I can't remember who they played. But it was a good time, man. Good atmosphere, good town.
Those poor fans, man.
sold
You want to
out.
talk about a team that's overdue?
My God.
I'm not saying win a national championship,
I know.
but just rip off like a 10-2 season.
That's why I've said all along, no school has pissed me off more in the last 15 years than Nebraska because I really was looking forward to Nebraska being a good team in the Big Ten, and they've been garbage.
Yeah, they were good before they left the Big 12.
Would you
Not great,
say
but they were good.
Would you say they're the worst team in the Big Ten?
Oh, God, no.
No, they're the most disappointing team to me in the Big Ten as
Who's
far as
the
what their
worst
reputation was. The worst team is Purdue.
No.
Who's the worst team in the Big Ten?
Illinois.
Indiana. Yeah, good call from Cole there. The Hoosiers. They're not great.
But Indiana had it. They was like, I think they won 5 last year, and they had a chance to do something because they had
5 games, Indiana? They fired their coach.
They fired their coach. Yeah, they
But
brought in
there's no way they won 5 games.
listen.
I'll take the under on that without knowing any part of their schedule whatsoever. There's no way Indiana won 5 games.
I think they did. Let me see.
Purdue only won like 3, didn't they? 3 or 4.
Tyvis, man, be careful.
y'all gonna stop this.
No,
Like,
I'm just saying,
y'all
man,
gonna
just
stop
be
this.
careful, dude, because
They
you're
did.
throwing this stuff out there.
Oh no, they wasn't. They
3-9.
3-9.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang, that's sad.
Nebraska this year, I know we're late, but 5 of their first 6 games are at home. UTEP, Colorado,
yeah, that'll be the one.
Northern Iowa, Illinois, at Purdue, host Rutgers.
Look out.
You know that. You know I'm big on the Rutgers. I'm driving that bus. At Indiana, at Ohio State, host UCLA, at USC, host Wisconsin, at Iowa.
Okay, the back half is brutal.
Yes.
But
they should be 5 and
they could be undefeated when they play Ohio State.
They're going to lose to Rutgers.
They're probably going to lose 1 or 2 and they'll lose by 3 or in overtime.
But if they've only got 1 or 2 losses at that point, with their name alone, they're going to go to the top 25.
Oh, yeah.
They'll be a top 25 team.
Go look at the top 25 right now.
Oh, yeah.
Texas
Good Lord.
A&M's in there.
Right.
Even though I'm not going to say anymore, but
Here we go. Oh, he's afraid to jinx it. He's not going to do
Not
it. Notre Dame
superstitious,
A&M
but I am a
opens.
little
No, not at all. You're a little stitious. That's right. All right, coming up next, the NCAA thinks you, not you, Tyvis. I'm talking to the listeners. They think you guys are a bunch of idiots. We'll tell you about that next. Buckeye Show on the Fan.
We have so many local shows, I can't fit them in a 10-second promo. So let's just say we're live and local all damn day. The Fan.
It's Kubota Orange Days, your golden opportunity to score a deal that'll make your neighbors green with envy. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And get the year's best deals, like 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off L3302 tractors.
Attention Columbus. Town Properties just clinched the title of the largest residential property manager in Columbus, thanks to the Columbus Business Journal. With pride, we oversee 25,000 plus households in the Columbus metro area, ensuring fantastic places to call home. Whether you're on the hunt for an exceptional living space, a top-notch association management company, or a property manager for your multifamily portfolio, visit our website at town.properties.com and let us elevate your living experience. Town Properties, always managing great places to live.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint. With their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind or grab a carryout. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizza, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
When you need urgent care and you need it fast, where you go makes all the difference. When you choose advanced urgent care from the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, you're choosing an advanced level of urgent care led by Ohio State emergency physicians. We offer walk-in treatment for more serious illnesses and injuries such as broken bones, abdominal pain, and pneumonia, all with shorter wait times and less cost than an emergency department. When your illness or injury can't wait, the choice is clear.
And now we're on our way with COTA, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Whether it's game day or every day, COTA moves Buckeyes fans down the line toward victory. Download the Transit app today for an easy way to plan and pay for your next trip. Visit COTA.com/transit app to learn more.
Hi, here are some ways to listen to The Fan. You can download the Fan app, or listen at home on your smart speaker, or open up the iHeartRadio app, or hold your head out the window and hear Common Man scream. Happy listening from the dopes at The Fan.
Ohio, ready for some quick mental health facts? Let's go. Nearly 2 million Ohioans live with a mental health condition. In the U.S., more than 50% of people will be diagnosed with a mental illness in their lifetime. Depression is a leading cause of disability worldwide. So why are some of us still stigmatizing people living with a mental health condition when we know all of this? Let's listen to the facts and beat the stigma. Ohio, challenge what you know about mental health at beatthestigma.org.
We go to war for you. Child sex abuse is a crime that must not go unpunished. At Sugar Schnurr Trial Attorneys, we know the law and we'll fight for your rights. I'm Robert Sugar, and we're here to help you fight for justice. Call us at 877-WAR4U.com or visit war4u.com for a free consultation. That's 877-WAR4U. 877-WAR4U or visit war4u.com.
War for you, war4u.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
I'm 10 Weather Impact meteorologist Michael Behrens of your latest forecast. We're looking at temperatures tonight down to 70 as scattered showers and storms push in and humidity sticks around. That rain related to what remains of Debbie should start to push out tomorrow as things clear up and humidity starts to fall. High 83 by the afternoon. We'll be into the 80s for Saturday and Sunday. Well, low 80s that is, with some upper 70s under mostly sunny skies and low humidity. That's your latest 10 Weather Impact forecast on 97.1 The Fan.
The show that knows how to throw a big, giant Buckeye party. You're listening to The Buckeye Show.
Buckeye Show. Hey, Bodie, I've got some breaking news here for you.
Good news or bad news?
Reds have blown their 3-0 lead. It's now tied 3-3. I'm surprised to hear that, probably.
It's 3-3?
It's 3-3 now. Yeah, Reds can't get out of their own way again. 3-0 lead early on.
Neither can the Guardians right now.
Right. The Guardians have got a little more cushion there as far as for the postseason.
That's true.
I had them on the card on a betting card last night. I had the Reds, and they were down 5-0 after one inning. Yeah, no, they lost 6-4.
The funny thing is, I had the same thing.
Yeah. So I've been on fire lately. We got real NFL football going on right now.
Sort of.
Ish.
That's the only I can't bet on football.
Are you not allowed to?
As a Cleveland Browns employee, you cannot.
Oh, see,
Kosar.
See, Kosar, comma Bernie, right?
I ain't willing to do that. I told you I got to be around for 5 more years so I can see the dome.
Can you bet CFL?
I don't know, but I'm scared to find out, so I'll stay away from it. Football, anything, I ain't messing with it.
This is why the NCAA thinks we're all idiots. Because they really think they imposed a punishment on Jim Harbaugh, and they didn't. They gave Jim Harbaugh a 4-year suspension.
Yeah.
If he ever comes back to college football. Or 1-year suspension, 4-year show cause. Yeah, but he's not going back to college. This is not a punishment at all. Jim Harbaugh will never go back and coach college football.
Why would he?
Exactly. And to get this, I mean, honestly, I think he coaches high school before college if he goes anywhere. But he's going to stay in the NFL as long as he can. He's got a great contract.
He's going to retire. He'll be done.
But the thing he got suspended for had nothing to do with the Connor Stallion stuff.
Yeah, no, it was
the hamburger thing.
And the COVID recruit.
Yes, having and the way he lied through this whole thing. Harbaugh came out the other day and talked about, I do it this way. I don't
cheat.
Right.
Never steal.
Right. I have nothing to apologize for today. Well, he did lie in this.
Did he cheat?
Oh, it depends.
Who is he? Eddie Guerrero?
I think that he met a recruit and his father. This is according to the Athletic story. For breakfast at a local diner in February 2021, when in-person recruiting was prohibited as a health and safety measure. So he couldn't do that. He'd arranged for them to visit Michigan's football facility. Harbaugh met another prospect and his father at the same diner the following month. When confronted by the NCAA, Harbaugh denied any memory of the meetings. He went a step further in a subsequent interview, according to the ruling, unequivocally disputing that either meeting happened. Now, the NCAA found evidence to the contrary, including receipts, expense reports, testimony from players and their fathers, and other football staffers. So, he lied about that.
He's a liar.
Yes.
Cheater.
One of the dads mentioned that they went on some self-guided university tours in the recruiting process. They didn't name the players, but they went on self-guided tours at other schools. And Michigan was the only one where Harbaugh led them there. Hey, let's go. I'll give you a tour kind of thing. When he wasn't supposed to do that either. So
this is my thing.
Yeah.
Why did they... People don't understand the code no more. If that would have been me, if I would have been a player, I'd have said, I don't recall none of that.
Right.
I didn't know. Nope. Sure didn't.
In July 2022, Harbaugh told the NCAA he had no memory of the meeting of player 2 or his father at the diner, said he did not remember the player at all. In a follow-up interview several weeks later, Harbaugh said that the player had visited but denied meeting with the recruit and his father. So first he says, I don't even know who it is. Then he said, okay, I remember he visited, but I never met with him or his father. And they asked Harbaugh about that. Here's Harbaugh's quote, which I love. I used to have a mind like a steel trap. Now it's more of an aluminum trap. But I would believe in my state that I would remember having breakfast at the diner. So he says he didn't remember breakfast there. Turns out he did. All these things are lies from this guy who says,
never lie.
I never
cheat. Never steal. Those
when he was shown the receipt,
I was raised upon.
When he was shown the receipt, it showed that somebody ordered a hamburger for breakfast, and Harbaugh said, "Yeah, that's probably me. Who else orders a hamburger for breakfast besides me? Nobody." So, and that's when Michigan put the self-imposed 3-game suspension on him last year. And I don't know what they're going to do, Tyvis. If the NCAA will do anything, this was a stupid penalty.
Do?
They can punish the school.
In what way?
Not for this part, but for the other stuff.
In what way? What would be a way that you would feel justified?
Okay. I would feel justified if they banned Michigan from the Big Ten championship game for the next 3 to 5 years.
You think it's worth it?
Yes.
It was that bad what they did?
With the cheating, yes. Tyvis, coaches, I'm sure, lost jobs. Staffers lost jobs because instead of winning games against Michigan, maybe they were close, that they lost. Okay? It affects guys, the coaches, affects other teams, affects all their pocketbooks, not to mention their careers. This, to me, is the same damn thing as McGuire on steroids and Sosa on steroids.
Hey.
It's the same thing.
Hey. Dad, he wasn't on no steroids.
Of course he wasn't.
Stop that.
Right.
Y'all need to cut that out. Mark McGuire.
Yeah.
My favorite baseball player of all time,
Yeah.
he didn't take no steroids.
I'm sure he did.
I'll fight that to the day I die. I ain't see him do it.
But because he had success against certain pitchers, that would rise the ERAs for the pitchers. Same thing with Clemens. Roger Clemens doing what he did. Clemens struck a lot of batters out that a guy his age shouldn't be striking out. And that cost guys money and jobs. They go back to negotiate for contracts, and they got to say, well, you see, you batted 243 this year. Yeah, but it included an 0 for 16 against a roided up Clemens.
I can't speak for him. I don't know what he did.
So the NCAA is trying to come off like they did something strong here to Harbaugh. They didn't.
No, they didn't. They should have fined him. Could they do that?
I don't think at this point, no. He just say the hell with it.
Well, he did the right thing. He's a smart man. He's off scot-free, and there's nothing
He did
they
the
can
same
do about
thing Pete Carroll did.
There's nothing you can do.
I know. But I would punish the school, though. I would. Look, it sucks for the players, but you know what? Let me tell you how it could double down then on that. If you say you can't play in the Big Ten championship game for 5 years, that might get a couple guys to transfer. Might get, when they're recruiting, we're talking to those other people, saying, hey, you'll never get a first-round bye. You'll never be a top 4 team in the CFP if you go to Michigan. That might sway some things.
That ain't enough.
If it costs them 1 or 2 good players, fine.
To say that I'll never be a Big Ten champion, but I could still be a national champion, okay, I can live with that.
So, you never get a bye.
Back when I was banging and I came up here at Ohio State, and I committed when we was bad and didn't know what the future was going to be. We couldn't compete in anything. So you think I would? If you telling me I couldn't play the Big Ten championship, but I could still compete for the Natty? Oh, we'd have beaten Notre Dame, and I'd have been rubbing it in Bodie's face every day I seen him. I come in here with a new championship shirt on from 2013 or 2012. Every chance I got.
It pisses me off that they can't do more with this.
Yeah, I mean, he did the perfect thing. I mean, you gotta tip your cap to the guy. He outsmarted him.
That's so sad. All right, coming up next, we love putting labels on schools like CBU, cornerback U, LBU, and wide receiver U, but which one is most important? We'll do that next. This is the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
An encyclopedic knowledge of sports and other random things you may or may not care about.
I think I found my mentor.
Rodman and Ice.
Weekdays from noon to 3.
The Fan.
Meet Abdullah Mahmood, problem gambling counselor at Maryhaven.
More and more people are falling into problem gambling. It can happen so quickly that you don't realize it until you face a crisis. Gambling issues often connect to depression, anxiety, or other addictions. Maryhaven's experts offer comprehensive care. You and your loved ones can count on mental, emotional, and financial guidance.
Confidential and judgment-free. Go to maryhaven.com today.
Make the most out of summer with great deals on a great selection of Ram light-duty and heavy-duty pickup trucks. And right now, during the Ram Make This the Summer event, get an exceptional deal on the 2024 Ram 1500, the most luxurious Ram 1500 ever. Or get a heavy-duty deal on the powerful Ram 2500 and Ram 3500, the most advanced Ram heavy-duty pickups ever. Make this the summer to remember with great deals on award-winning Ram trucks. See your local Ram dealer now during the Ram Make This the Summer event. Based on standard and available features offered, not affiliated with the J.D. Power 2024 U.S. Initial Quality Study.
She posted about us just now.
Celebrities can't get enough of Beyond's bespoke skincare line.
She has 147 million followers. How do we monetize?
She needs a social media associate to help her with the hype.
We should repost this. Do we need a hashtag?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's got to be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC. Rise and shine, jabronis.
What a show this morning.
There's only one place where Buckeye legends lay the smackdown. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekday mornings starting at 6.
Give me a juice box, Biatch.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Excuse me, waiter. There's a hair in my soup. A long purple hair.
I'm so sorry. I'll get the manager.
I'm the manager. How can I help?
Wait, weren't you the Plum Insurance mascot?
What gave it away? My long purple fur?
Something like that.
What if all insurance companies were like NJM and were known for putting their policyholders first, not gimmicks? Then all those insurance mascots would have to get real jobs.
I'll pass on dessert.
No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM.
You reached James. Leave a message.
Hey, it's Annie from Chase. Congrats again on the new home to you, Alina, and baby Maya. So happy she gets a big new nursery.
House hunting? On average, home buyers save more in mortgage fees with Chase compared to a non-bank. We're with you all the way home. Chase, make more of what's yours. Visit chase.com/wayhome. Source, 2022 Home Mortgage Disclosure Act. Loan application register. Home lending products subject to credit and property approval. Rates and program terms subject to change. Other restrictions apply. Member FDIC. Equal housing opportunity.
Are you ready to take your business to the next level? Introducing Optimized IT, the managed services division of Modern Office Methods. With our cutting-edge managed IT services, we ensure your business always stays ahead of the curve, keeping you one step ahead of your competition. We bring proven management strategies to the table to support your current IT team, as well as provide insight on how to maximize efficiency, helping you achieve your goals faster. Concerned about security? Our backup solutions help guarantee your data is protected around the clock, giving you peace of mind. Start at optimizedit.net for your free IT assessment. Stay ahead, stay secure, and stay optimized.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hating Michigan is our favorite national pastime. This is the Buckeye Show.
Buckeye Show. Tito Tyvis and Bodie. Cole over there as well. You training him up over there, Bodie? He knows do a lot of stuff already, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah. I could leave right now. We'd be fine.
Yeah, it's just
you guys
the
be fine.
process.
Actually, I might, honestly. What time is it?
That's a good point. You probably
7:30.
You gonna leave
Get home half an hour early.
Let Cole handle the last two segments?
It'd be good.
I got to get him on the mic, ask him questions.
Is he here tomorrow training with you as well again?
Yes.
Maybe he'll actually agree with me.
Tyvis, I agree with you all the time when you have good opinions.
Wow.
We just had a big argument.
Wow.
We just had the typical argument people have with me about they can't believe I'm a Steelers fan. I said my wife's taken Artie.
Cole's Pittsburgh.
Oh,
Pirates.
see, that's why I like Cole already.
With you?
I like Cole. She's taking him to the preseason game tomorrow against the Texans. Justin Fields starting for Pittsburgh, and so they're excited about that. And
wait a minute.
Tyvis said, "What's
Cole
wrong
from?
with you?" Is what he said to me.
Where is Cole from?
My parents are from Steubenville. So right outside of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's close to Pittsburgh as Cleveland, yeah.
I got the same excuse as everybody else, okay? I just liked all the teams that my dad and his friends liked.
See?
Amen. Yeah.
That's what most of mine started off with.
Y'all got to cut this out. Y'all got to cut this out.
I root for America's team. I won't apologize.
Be your own person.
Hold on. No, I'm a Pirates fan too, all right? So I'm not a front runner. I was born on...
So you said Tito is?
No.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yes.
I became a Steelers fan after the Browns left. I cried during the drive by Elway.
That's a pretty fair reason, in my opinion. If I was from...
Bodie, stop it.
I'm just saying.
He became a fan of the right. That's like Ohio State leaving, and I'm going to be a fan of the Wolverines.
Yeah, that is...
Who does that?
It's different.
You know what, Tyvis... I kind of agree with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't blame you for choosing a new team.
Right.
But, like, if I don't live in Dallas, so I guess it's not the exact same thing. But if the Cowboys cease to exist, which honestly would make my Sundays a lot better.
Right.
But if they did, I would drop dead before I rooted for the Eagles or the Giants.
Right.
Commanders, I don't really care. They got to be good.
Okay. Well, I want you to know this. When the Browns left, the first few years they were gone, the Steelers never played the Browns because there was no Browns.
You should have played it. So what?
Well, I'm saying that's like.
So you act like they wasn't a rival back before the Browns left.
They were a huge rival.
So why would you go join the enemy? I could see if you said I was the Ravens fan. Like, okay, that's acceptable.
Browns fans get mad at me when I call the Ravens the original Browns.
They are.
That really bothers them.
They are.
All right. All right. Running back university, cornerback university, wide receiver university. I was trying to think about this because Ohio State has claimed wide receiver university with what they've done. They've been anointed that. And here is Ryan Day talking about J.J. Smith.
We were up in the training table the other day, and so that's why I came here, to get better. And I'm going against these guys and learning about myself, and I love his spirit. He's so competitive. For somebody who's as talented he is, first off, he's strong, he's powerful, he's big, but it's his work ethic to me that just jumps out. He's physically tough. I mean, physically he'll get after you, but also when he gets out there, very, very few MAs for a young player. He takes his game very, very seriously. He puts the work in off the field, and if he doesn't, make the play, he's hard on himself. And so, rare do you find somebody who's as talented as he has, but has really good discipline and skill at that age. So we haven't played a game yet, but he's building a lot of respect amongst his teammates for sure.
Now we know Ohio State, again, wide receiver with the ones they've had coming through, even the guys that transfer out still get drafted in the first round sometimes. That happens. Jameson Williams, right? That's the one. Is that the one who got drafted was started at Ohio State and then moved on, right?
Yeah, he went to Alabama.
Alabama. So that's how good Ohio State is at that. Now it has not translated into national championships, obviously, since the 2014 season. In some cases, has it translated to a Big Ten championship over the last several seasons. But is there a position, if I told you, Tyvis, you can make Ohio State become this you? Is QB? Is it linebacker? Is it offensive line? If I gave you one that wasn't wide receiver, what do you think would be the most important one to be?
The one that we already are, DBU. But that's not going to be
We're not DBU right now.
Why aren't we?
I think, isn't Alabama? Wouldn't you say Alabama's more DBU right now?
No.
I think Ohio State could get there. I do. What do you think, Bodie?
I do feel like the Buckeyes have dropped off a little bit.
Right.
Just because.
We haven't put nobody. Have we had anybody
outside of Akuda, the last 3-4 years, give or take.
We had, Sean Wade. Who else?
But he was,
I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah.
But the corners have been relatively young since then.
They haven't.
Next year.
Yes.
Yeah, next year you're looking at Burke, Igbinosun, Hancock. That's 3 guys drafted. Ransom's probably a draftable guy, I would say,
probably
right?
Get drafted.
Yeah.
Then the year after that, Caleb Downs, then Jermaine Matthews, and then
Does Caleb Downs count?
Why
could get there.
I'm just
Alabama
kidding.
giving you a joke.
He was there for a year. He gonna do more years here than there.
If you're gonna claim Joe Burrow
graduated from Ohio
but he never
State.
played here.
He graduated.
Caleb Downs
His
played
degree
significantly more
His degree is from Ohio State.
at Alabama than.
Oh my goodness, this is sad.
Okay,
Caleb
but
Downs,
to answer your
Joe Burrow
question
played
is
here.
quarterback you. Because if they're quarterback you, that tells you that team is always good. They're always. I mean, obviously, quarterback play is what it all comes down to, anyways. At the end of the day, if you got a good quarterback, you always got a chance to win a championship, and that's what you want to be kind of known for. Now, USC with Lincoln Riley has definitely proved that theory to be wrong. But
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, the quarterback last year that won the national championship was not a great quarterback.
Why wasn't he?
J.J. McCarthy, he was a game manager.
He wasn't.
He was Krenzel North.
Didn't he lose one game in his career?
Might have been, but it's not because of him.
So?
He's Krenzel North is
He
what he
did
is.
what he needed to do. What was Craig Krenzel? What was his starting record in the NFL?
First of all,
first 3 games. What was his record?
3-0.
Okay.
But
Go Bucks.
Krenzel ended up playing 2 years in the NFL, whatever it was, maybe 3. I'm just saying, and it's not a knock on Krenzel, because I love Craig Krenzel, and I wish he would have gotten more of an opportunity in the NFL, but it is a knock on McCarthy. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if they are, I don't know if being QBU is the best thing. I almost think I'd rather be offensive line you. Get the best offensive lineman.
Timeout.
What?
Timeout. I think that's already claimed.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, come on.
I understand that. I didn't say they
would give
were.
it to Iowa.
No,
or Wisconsin.
Stop.
But I'm just saying, I think that I'm not saying that Ohio State is that or will become that, but I think that might be.
He said timeout.
Support. I thought he had some kind of real breaking news or something like, hey, by the way, we're off the air or something he looked that intense about that.
O-line and tight end are claimed.
You're claiming tight end?
I'll allow Iowa to jump in the waters. Yeah. George Kittle.
DBU is the most important to me.
Why? Okay, you're biased on that, though.
Am I?
Yes. Yes, you're biased on that.
If you got a good secondary.
Right.
But that keeps you in a lot of games, too. It's a passing league, Tito.
I don't know, man. Bodie, if you could wave your magic wand for Notre Dame, what would you want to be known as?
Outside quarterback, because that's just too obvious, I feel like, right? Defensive line.
D-line's a good one, too.
I think if you could stop the run and get after the passer, even in today's age, you got a chance.
Yeah.
DBU, and I ain't hearing nothing else.
I know you're not.
I might take DB after D-line. If you're taking quarterback completely off the board.
Right.
Cole is a smart guy. What would you want to be known for, Cole?
Well, you're talking to one other Golden Domer standing next to a Golden Domer, so
there
just
dozens of us. Dozens.
What's going on? Or who's doing the hiring?
Look, I'm sorry to think. Look, honestly, I think these guys eat Thanksgiving together because they're family. These guys are family.
Maybe.
This is sick.
Well, QB, because I'm tired of Notre Dame having a bunch of transfers every single year.
Yeah.
Why are you a Notre Dame fan?
Because my dad and his friends were Notre Dame fans.
His cousin Bodie's a Notre Dame fan.
Be your old man. You gotta
blaze my own trail.
You gotta pick a state and just be with that one state. Like you and Bodie and Tito, y'all be just skipping and Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, Dallas, Notre Dame.
Country for
this
America's
is ridiculous.
Team. So you can't take that away.
This is ridiculous.
Reds,
all
Buckeyes,
Ohio.
Blue Jackets,
all Ohio.
Celtics, Steelers.
That doesn't even make sense.
Sure does.
That doesn't even make sense.
Listen, when I first started getting into basketball,
it's the Browns, the Guardians, the Cavs, the Buckeyes. That's it.
You're just playing the hits right now. You're just trying to play to the people because we all know, Tyvis, you're a very popular person.
What hat am I wearing?
Exactly. I bet you're getting paid to do it. There's some kind of endorsement deal.
I wish. I should.
And by the way, I don't think your wife paid $150 for those sweatpants you were talking. I got to believe that's some endorsement thing there, too. Because there's no way in hell Tyvis Powell or any member of the Powell family paid $150 for sweatpants. $150. I promise you.
Listen,
they handed those to you at the Woody the other day when you were out there.
I don't get special treatment. I stand in the line just like everybody else.
I don't. You're in a different line than everybody else.
I'm standing in the same line. General admission.
Every time you wear that, you flash that championship ring.
I don't even know. That's buried in my closet.
Oh, so you don't know where it's at.
I don't even use it.
We don't know where your football jersey is. You're supposed to wear that day with me and Hayden, but that's another subject altogether. No, I'm just saying it's a long time ago, but I still haven't gotten over it. Coming up next, we will wrap things up with #Buckeyes. It's a Buckeye Show on the Fan.
If you miss a live show, you can catch the podcast. If you miss the podcast, our hosts have volunteered to have dinner with you.
The meatloaf!
The Fan.
They're trained. They're prepared.
Let's do it.
They're Ohio's undefeated plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling team. And they're here to tackle your problems. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower-than-low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
A
Attention Columbus. Town Properties just clinched the title of the largest residential property manager in Columbus, thanks to the Columbus Business Journal. With pride, we oversee 25,000 plus households in the Columbus metro area, ensuring fantastic places to call home. Whether you're on the hunt for an exceptional living space, a top-notch association management company, or a property manager for your multifamily portfolio, visit our website at town.properties.com and let us elevate your living experience. Town Properties, always managing great places to live.
At Bob's Discount Furniture, when you find a complete dining set that seats 6 and comes with an extendable leaf for only $5.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a sofa that doubles as a chaise, and a bed, and storage like my Playscape for only $9.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a queen mattress with world-famous Bobapedic memory foam and an 18-year warranty like my Treasure for only $7.99.
Oh my, Bob.
Well, there's only one thing to say.
Oh my, Bob.
Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Remember the Cotton Bowl back in December? And how you wanted to die? The Buckeyes are back, baby, and hopefully much better than the Cotton Bowl. The most anticipated season in history is here. We're your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan.
When you have to stop but don't really want to, stop at BP. Because BP has everything you need to keep it going. Fuel to keep the adventures going. The BP Me app to keep the savings and the commutes going. Snacks and drinks to keep the crew going. And the BP Me Rewards Visa to keep the rewards going and going and going. A stop at BP isn't a stop at all. Keep it going.
This is the White Castle Call of the Crave, and it's telling you to come in now for 10 cheese sliders for just $7.99. 10 cheese sliders for just $7.99. Boom! White Castle. Follow your crave. Limited time only, tax not included.
Bobby Carpenter was determined to get relief for his dad, Rob. Years of college and pro football had taken a toll on Rob's joints. Bobby trusted his dad's care to QC Kinetics and their game-changing regenerative pain treatments.
It's been great to watch him improve. This stuff wasn't available 20 years ago, and how we've been able to kind of hone in and be able to fix the body in a more natural way as opposed to just cutting on it all the time. It's pretty terrific.
QC Kinetics. They take your body's own healing properties, concentrate them, and apply to areas in pain like knees, shoulders, hips, and back. And the results?
He's like, well, it doesn't hurt to go down the stairs anymore. I'm like, well, that's a positive.
Relief without any joint replacements, harmful steroids, or medications. The natural way at QC Kinetics. Don't wait. Call to see if you're a good candidate. Go to qckinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. Again, 380-208-4544. Get rid of your joint pain with QC Kinetics.
Ah, the sounds of back to school time. There's plenty to about this time of year, so let Cane's take something off your plate by putting something on it, like hand-battered chicken fingers and cane sauce.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Social media can be a cesspool. Allow us to navigate the waters. #Buckeyes.
Sponsored by The Waterworks. Trust the pros at The Waterworks for all your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Visit thewaterworks.com today to get started.
Sometimes the chat room can be therapeutic for me. I did a deep dive to my inner soul on this one.
Is that right?
And you and Bodie and Colton chime in who wants to. I thought about this as I was typing it out in the chat room. This is what I said. The 1980 Browns were my first experience with sports sadness. Best team in the league, the Cardiac Kids, Brian Sipe, Sam Rutigliano. The Browns are playing the Raiders in Cleveland. It is ridiculously cold. There's no way Oakland should be comfortable there. The Browns are going to have it driving down for a chance to win the game. They just got to run the ball, get it centered. Cockcroft comes out, make a field goal, and they called the play. Red Right 88 interception in the end zone, and Oakland goes on to win the Super Bowl with Jim Plunkett, first wild card team I think to win the Super Bowl.
Wait, how did we lose the game?
Interception.
Okay.
When he should have run the ball, they passed instead. They were down 14-12. The Browns were. So, and I've thought about that. And by the way, then it all goes through with the Broncos game, the drive, the Elway thing a couple of times, the fumble by Biner,
in the end zone.
So and then they left. And so I feel like.
Did you say good riddance?
I was hurt by that. Okay. I feel like I was in an abusive sports relationship with them. Now, can you guys remember you have a memory of the first time you experienced sports fan sadness?
The first time I was sad?
As a sports fan about a team losing that you were following. Give me the one you played on. We're not going to go to Blacksburg again, Virginia Tech. We'll leave that one go. I'm talking about
Ohio State losing to Florida.
Okay.
I was sad.
In the national championship game that year.
Yeah, I was sad.
Okay. Bodie, your first time you remember having sports fan sadness.
Yeah, so I was 9 in the fall of 2005.
Okay.
When Reggie Bush illegally pushed Matt Leinart into the end zone. Now, I wasn't old enough to quite understand the circumstance, right? Because you look back on it, I mean, USC had won damn near, I think, 30 games in a row. They had won the previous 2 national championships. They were as dominant as it gets for a couple years there. And so, yeah, that would be the first.
Okay. Cole, how about you?
Well, same one there, but I think just a little bit.
I don't know why I asked. You guys are just two peas in a pod. No, so you're both cousins. Go ahead.
No, right before that, the previous football season, 2004 Patriots Steelers AFC Championship game. I can still picture Rodney Harrison running back that touchdown.
Yep,
that was the first one.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
I would have been 5.
Yeah. And you guys are probably watching together at your.
I'm glad he did it.
No,
you should be a Steelers fan.
And I was watching that with you, Tito.
Yeah, right.
I watched Notre Dame with Bodie. I watched the Steelers with you.
This is disgusting. I need to go shower after this to get this fair weather fandom off.
That's not
of me.
Look,
this man, both of them went to the Ohio State University and they root for Notre Dame.
Cleveland broke up with me.
He didn't break up with you.
If my wife leaves me tonight, gets in a van and goes away for 5 years, comes back, they would say, "Oh, boy, sure, I'm glad you're back. Let's work on things." No. The Browns did that to me.
I think about it. If it's true,
well, your
love.
your wife did. Yeah,
listen, they say if you love it, you should let it out its cage, and if it comes back, then you know it's there to stay.
Oh wow!
Did you know that?
I didn't know that. Look, I'm just telling you, I'm sick and tired of getting blamed for leaving the Browns when they left me.
They didn't leave.
Yes, they did. They went to Baltimore.
They came back.
Ozzie Newsome went to Baltimore.
So what?
Ozzie Newsome, one of my favorite Browns of all time.
Oh my god.
Favorite ones of all time. Left.
Did you like him with the Ravens?
He went there as a executive. He went there and led him to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yes.
I just don't. It don't sit well with me.
I understand. That's
because
fine.
if you was a Ravens fan, I would hear that. But you went with the enemy, man.
I was so angry.
You're Benedict Arnold.
If the Russians came here and took over, I'd probably go with them. I'm just kidding. Tyvis, I'm not going to do that. Tyvis, what's your hashtag Buckeye?
I had a couple, but they come from the same team.
All
the
right,
first one is Pete Warner. He got the bag today. Well, I wouldn't say the bag, but it's better than what I got. He got $25 million, 17.5 guaranteed 3-year contract. So that's nice for him. You know, a guy that's a linebacker. He's one of those guys that's quiet, but he makes plays, man. He's very productive with the Saints.
More money.
That means, yeah. The other guy who's trying to get some more money had a day today. He actually plays for the Saints as well. He's a former Buckeye by the name of Chase Young. He had 3 straight sacks to close out team period today on Trevor Penning. He hit another level. That's what the tweet says. So Chase, maybe he's found himself. He's rediscovered himself down in New Orleans.
I hope. I'm rooting for that guy.
I am too.
You know,
because he had such a good rookie year, and then he got hurt, and he just hasn't been the same since.
And he got like dissed in Washington. Like they were questioning his work ethic, things like that, his toughness and all that. Then he goes to 49ers and plays well for them down the stretch. And
he had some plays that I was looking at him kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Right. He had this play against the Lions,
right,
where he just literally jogged the whole play. And I was like, dude, you can't put that on tape.
Right, yes.
But he did well in the Super Bowl. He did well in the Super Bowl.
This is from 11 Warriors, but it's early. I mean, 11 Warriors tweeted it out, but it's from the Athletic story, and I didn't mention this part, but that there was a former Michigan football recruiting director told the NCAA, this is exact how it's phrased on 11 Warriors, that Jim Harbaugh cultivated a culture of indifference during the COVID-19 dead period imploring Wolverine staffers to go up to the line and cross it. That's what he said the mentality was around their during COVID time. That's insane.
Well,
he's a former Michigan football recruiting director.
Cross the line, huh?
Go right to the line and then cross it.
Were they successful afterwards?
Look, they were very successful after they started cheating. Harbaugh was damn near going to get fired. Had to take a pay cut. Then they bring in Stallions, and all of a sudden, they're just all of a sudden they're 40-3 after that. I think is what it was. So, yeah, I hope he does get the book. I hope they get the book thrown at them. Todd says, I love Tyvis. Tyvis' tell that laugh when he knows he's wrong, but just trying to instigate somehow.
How am I wrong?
I don't know. I'm not Todd said it, not me. Blame Todd.
What am I wrong about?
I don't know. We don't have time to get into it because we're almost out of time here.
Well,
I'm not sure. But
listen, when I'm right, I'm right. When I'm wrong, I could have been right. So I'm still right because I could have been wrong.
Tyvis, I love working with you. We get to do it again tomorrow. The same four-corner offense tomorrow.
Cole is coming tomorrow.
Cole's here tomorrow. Bodie's here tomorrow. You and I are here.
Can you try to wear some Buckeye gear?
No, he's not going to wear Buckeye gear.
He went there.
I have a ton of Buckeye gear. I went there.
Let's see.
I bet if I told him to wear, if I told him we're going to have a football jersey day, we all wear jerseys, I bet those two guys and I will wear a jersey. We know you wouldn't. You've already proved that.
Doubt it.
Coming up next, thank you much, everyone tuning in, chatting, all that. And Brian next, ESPN Radio.
If you haven't thought about Buckeye football today, I'm sorry to tell you that you're dead. Our condolences. Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the field. That's why Encova Insurance is prepared for what's next and protects what matters most to you. With independent insurance agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova Insurance is an easy win for your peace of mind. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you.
Hey Buckeye fans, the best new resort in the country is right here in the state of Ohio. Introducing the Grand Resort in Warren, Ohio. Whether it's family fun, an adult getaway, a conference or event, there's no place like it. It's a year-round destination with the best golf, med spa, dining, salon and spa, pools, lounges, and activities. The Grand Resort will be the best staycation you've ever had. Go to the website, thegrandresort.com, or call 330-856-1900. The Grand Resort in Warren, Ohio. We're waiting for you.
Come on over to Heartland and join our family.
Did the pandemic eliminate quality customer service? Well, many places it did, but not here at Heartland Bank. Imagine getting top quality service and good advice as well to help you down life's road. It's community banking, and it's alive and well in the Heartland. I'm Scott McComb, CEO. Coming over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
She posted about us just now.
Celebrities can't get enough of Bianna's bespoke skincare line.
She has 147 million followers. How do we monetize?
She needs a social media associate to help her with the hype.
We should repost this. Do we need a hashtag?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may